Backwoods for the hat. Backwoods for the shirt. Backwoods for the pants. Backwoods for the skateboard, in case I want to grind on any hoe. Backwoods for the backpack. Backwoods this. Backwoods for the lunchbox. Another backwoods. Y'all need to catch up, man. Backwoods for the hat. Backwoods for the shirt. Backwoods for the pants. Backwoods for the skateboard, in case I want to grind on any hoe. Backwoods for the backpack. Backwoods this. Backwoods for the lunchbox. Another backwoods. Y'all need to catch up, man.
All right. All praises to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rahak HaKadosh. Double honors and salutations to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom to you, Akim and Aqua, also your children that believe on this word. Shalom to the speckled bird that's scattered around the four corners of the globe. This is your brother Kalakar, coming back at you with another video. Also, shout out to you brothers that's in the faith, that's doing the work day in and day out, risking their lives and freedom to do so for this truth, for the kingdom. Shalom to you. This is your brother Kalakar. I already said that, but shalom again. This is simply idolatry. The stoner who has all the accessories, and Backwoods or whatever, it's a cigar company, or they make these, if you're not familiar with it, they make these cigar papers where you can smoke your marijuana and weed out of. You know, we all been there and done that. But that's something you can't be doing, is idolatry. You know, the Lord is clear on you shouldn't have idols. And this is smoking weed. That's idolatry. You won't get in the kingdom doing that. Not on the first go around. But let's pull out some scriptures. Let's go to 1 Samuel 15th chapter. This won't be long, make it quick. 1 Samuel 15. I'm going to start at 22. 1 Samuel 15 and 22. And Samuel said, "Have the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifice as obeying the voice of the Lord? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, to hearken than the fat of rams. For rebellion is the sin of witchcraft, and the stubbornness as the iniquity of idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he has also rejected thee from being king." So stubbornness is iniquity and idolatry. Because when you're stubborn, when you're into something, and that goes, you know, I'm starting with myself first. You could idolize a lot of stuff. You know, you could idolize clothes, money, hoes. You can idolize materialistic things that's in this world. So, you know, going on with this brother right here, with the backwoods everything. I'm surprised he didn't pull out a backwood blunt and start smoking it at the same time. But stubbornness, even though, you know, smoking is bad. Smoking, you can't defile your temple. Let's get that real quick. I think it's 1 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter. 1 Corinthians 3 and 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of the Most High, he shall God destroy. For the temple of the Most High is holy, which temple ye are. Let no man deceive you. If any man among you seem to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. For it is written, he that taketh the wise in their own craftiness. So you can't defile your temple. Smoking defiles your temple. Smoking a backwood putting fire and putting it inside your lungs is defiling your temple. No, it don't say thou shalt not smoke, but it's pretty clear and evident that once you light up something and put it in your lungs via fire and smoke, you're polluting yourself. You're damaging your lungs. You're damaging your insides. You're damaging, even though, and we all smoked before. You know, talking to myself first. We all been there before. It don't lit up thousands of times, and not knowing this was killing my insides. So what? You no longer do that because that's idolatry. Because first people say, well, weed is, God made weed and weed is from the earth. Yes, that's true. But he didn't say to smoke it. What's that? Meat. Green herb for meat. Yeah, Genesis 9:3. Genesis 9:3. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, even as the green herb have I given you all things. So the green herb shall be for meat. So you don't put a steak inside of a blunt and smoke it. No, you don't. You cook a steak in fire, get all the blood out of it, and then you eat it. Same thing with marijuana. You can eat it. You can cook it down in a brownie. You can cook it down into something, and you can eat it, but you can't smoke it. Like I said, that feeling you get inside of your mind, and the stress is gone, and your problems are going away, and all of that. Well, you're looking towards marijuana, weed, pot, whatever you want to call it, smoke. You're looking for that to smooth your mind. When these scriptures are the ones that give us comfort. The scriptures is the one that gives us comfort. So you got to watch yourself when you do stuff like that. Galatians 5. Galatians, so like 5:20, I think. Galatians 5:18. But if ye be led of the Spirit, you are not under the law. Because the Spirit is going to, I'm going to read up. Salakia. Galatians 5:17. For the flesh lusts against the Spirit. For the flesh lusteth against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to another, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. So, look, what the scriptures say, the flesh is, or the Spirit is willing, but the flesh weighs us down. And we sin every day. I sinned last night. Lord, forgive me. On the Sabbath. I went into my lady. Wasn't supposed to do that because I completely forgot about it. I wasn't thinking about, I cooked and everything beforehand and all of that. But, Lord, Baba Kasha, forgive me, Salakia, for that. But, like, we constantly go off in this flesh. That's why we need to be saved, man. Because you got to feel sorry for it. You got to feel like, man, I pray that the Lord don't make me do that. I don't run into that again. But look, man, that flesh. But if you led by the Spirit, you're not under the law. But the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness. You know what adultery is: sleeping with somebody's woman, or woman sleeping around when she already has a man. You can commit adultery in your mind. Say you at work and you already know a woman's married, and you sitting there in the back of your mind I can't wait. What I'll do with her. You're desiring her in your mind when she's already taken. That's you committing adultery in your mind. Can't do that. But because the scriptures even say, if you look upon a woman, I think it's in Matthew 5, if you look upon a woman, you have already lusted out. That don't make any sense. Because you see women every day. What if she's single, you single, and you see her, and what, you automatically lust after her? I mean, you by looking at her, you cause that's lust? No, the scriptures don't say that, man. But if you led by the Spirit, you're not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornicating. You doing abominable sexual acts, the alphabet community, we know what that is. Uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, hearsay, envy and murders, drunkenness, revilings, and such like, the which I tell you before, as I told you in the time past, that they which do these things shall not enter into the kingdom of the Most High. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, and faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. So you won't enter a kingdom doing all of this extraness. That's why every day, man, it's a constant. You got to evaluate yourself. You got to constantly, what's that? Salakia, give me a second. They'll come to me. Is it 1 and 5? Yeah. Haggai 1 and 5. Now therefore, sent the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. You got to consider your ways in this truth, in this walk of ours. You got to constantly re-examine yourself. Salakia. You got to constantly examine yourself in this walk. And you'll make it through. You just got to trust in the Lord. Because if you keep on, look, you fall 150 times. You fall 150 times, right? But you're going to have to have faith to keep getting back up. You got to truly believe, You got to truly believe. 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. Examine yourselves whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves that Yahushua HaMashiach is in you, except you be reprobates? But I trust that ye shall know that we are not reprobates. We're not reprobates. We're not striving to be reprobates. We're striving to be holy and true in this walk of ours, at the end of the day. Matthew 7:22. It says, many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and thy name has cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonders of works? And then I will profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. And what is iniquity? Remember, iniquity, stubbornness, all of the wickedness, the lasciviousness, all that comes with having idols. You idolizing. Let's get 1 Peter 4 and 3. Man, this car hot. Open the door a little bit. I'm gonna start at the top. 1 Peter 4 and 1. For as much then as Hamashiach has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind. For he that has suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin. And what is suffering in the flesh? You're not going against your body desires. It's hard, but you can do it. Talking to myself first. Verse 2, that he no longer should live in the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of the Most High. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have worth the will of the Gentiles, when we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excessive wine, ravelings, banquetings, and abomination, abominable idolaters, wherein they think it strange that ye run not to them to the excess of riot, speaking evil of you. Even overeating, that's a sin. To be excessive, that's a sin. So that's, this walk is hard, I'm telling you, but you can do it. You got to trust in the Lord. You got to believe in the Lord. You got to dig deep at the end of the day. It's not going to be easy. It's not an easy walk, but, and, keeping the law and all of that is not going to save you. It's your belief and your faith. Faith, you're going to put in that works. You're going to dig deep. You're going to do it. This is Colossians 3 and 5. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. So all of this is leading back to idolatry. When you idolize something, you put the Most High second. You don't put the Most High first. That's why it's important. It's important to call upon the name of the Lord and pray and fast and do the things necessary. I'm going to keep reading. For which such things say the wrath of the Most High cometh on the children of disobedience, in which ye also walked sometimes when ye lived in them. But now you have put off all of these anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. Let no one to another seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds. You got to put off that old man. Verse 10, and ye have, Salakia, and let not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds, and have put on the new man, which is renewed knowledge after the image of him that created him. And that's purging out that old man and putting on the new man. I had a precept in my mind and it just went away. Let me read down in here. The 12, it says, put on therefore as the elect of the Most High, holy and beloved, bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering. You know, this thing is about long suffering. You gotta suffer in this thing, man. If you don't know how to suffer, then you're not built for the kingdom. No man putting his hand towards the plow can look back. The Lord ain't dealing with that. Leviticus 26. And this will probably be the last one because I got to go back inside. Leviticus 26 and 1. Ye shall make you no idols nor graven image, neither rear up a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land to bow down to it, for I am the Lord your God. And you see that all across the world. Buddha statues, crosses, you name it. All these different nations have something that they run to and then they'll make a graven image off of. And the Lord ain't dealing with that. The Lord ain't dealing with that. Verse 3, if you walk in my statutes and keep my commandments and do them, then I will give you rain in due season, and the land shall yield her increase, and the trees of the field shall feel their fruit. You know. Let me get one more and then I gotta close it. I'm already late. Romans 13 and 13. I'm gonna read Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time that is now it is high time to wake up out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not as warring, rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy. But put ye on the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and make no provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. All right. Give me 1 second. Salakia. This whole chapter. That's all I had. That was the last scripture I had. Shalom. Hope to see you on the next video, Lord willing. Shalom.